last One Piece chapter in 2023. I mean, technically it is the last chapter, but we're still getting chapter 1103. But as a spoiler, I mean, we'll get the full chapter, but I think as a spoiler or something like that. So it's on Shonen Jump, it's gonna be on 2024. So 1102, chapter 1102 is gonna be the last chapter in this year. So let's see if Oda Sensei really cares about the dates and the numbers or not. Alright, the title of the chapter is The Life of Kuma. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, reader requesting the cover. Bonnie's eating some sandwiches that a pack of wolves made. Okay, alright. Chapter starts with Bonnie's journey. The Bonnie pirates were traveling to an island searching for Kuma. He was there. What? He was there, but when Kuma pirates arrived, Kuma already worked away. Alright, I mean, that makes sense, yeah. I mean, Luffy wasn't even able to see Kuma, so yeah, he can't run away with the whole boom and boom, he's away. Alright, Bonnie pirates always left tons of injured kids and elderly after their attacks. They were actually Marines transformed by Bonnie's power. Oh, Marines. So Marines believed they're really evil pirates. I don't know what that means, but okay. Alright, Kuma was aware that Bonnie was looking for him, but he decided he couldn't meet her. Okay, I think he's scared because he knows that eventually Saturn will know, right? Alright, cut to the scene when Luffy got his first bounty. We can see Luffy's reaction, and the reaction page showed in Jump Festa 2024 with Ace Jinbei Sabo. Okay. Short after that, during an Lobby incident, Kuma visited Vegapunk in Egghead Island. Vegapunk showed him an army of pacifistas being produced, and they talked about in his Lobby incident. Alright, so technically they talked about Luffy and Rob Lucci and the CP9. Okay, Kuma revealed to Vegapunk that Luffy is Dragon's son. Kuma knew it's useless to hide this information from Vegapunk since he already promised to give Vegapunk all his memory. Yeah, that makes sense, right? I mean, Vegapunk will know everything about Kuma's life. Vegapunk can't believe Luffy's son, Dragon's son. I mean, yeah, even Vegapunk is Dragon's friend. He didn't even know about Luffy. Okay, Kuma, it's curious how a boy with the rubber powers is going against the world government, just like the legendary Nika. Kuma, you know something, right? Kuma, we all know that you know that we know that you know about Luffy's being Nika, right? We all know that, so just admit it, okay? Alright, Vegapunk says, that's true, pee. Okay, then we cut to the park incident. We see it from Kuma's point of view, finally! Oh my god, that was Kuma's first appearance, and that was the moment I fell in love with Kuma, to be honest. Okay, alright, that's not my part. Okay, Kuma saw Straw Hat's crew fighting Moria. After the incident, Kuma received a Dendemushi call with the order to prepare for war against Whitebeard. Okay, cut to Shabundi. We see Bonnie's introduction scene, but now we discover that Kuma was actually hiding outside the restaurant. What? Looking at Bonnie through a window, Kuma smiled when he saw Bonnie. Oh my god. So Kuma actually saw Bonnie. Oh my god. I think a lot of people said that, right? A lot of people said that there's no way that Kuma and Bonnie was there in the same island, and at least Kuma didn't see her, right? Okay, Kuma says she has grown into a strong pirate. Oh my god. Kuma heard about the incident of the Terabito, so he robbed to the humans' auction's roof immediately and looked inside. Kuma was shocked when he discovered that Luffy punched the Terabito to protect the Yojin. Yeah, Kuma says this is a rebellious act that no one has been able to do for centuries. Oh my god, they always say centuries, right? Okay, then we see someone's incident, Kizaru slash Sentomaru slash Pacifista versus Straw Hat crew. Okay, it wasn't that, but let's just say, yeah, it was. Okay, from Kuma's point of view, oh my god, I always wanted to see that. Okay, Luffy says, I couldn't save them, not a single one of my nakamas, when he was crying. Kuma thinking to himself, that's not true at all. You all just aren't ready for the new world. Do not come until you're ready. Oh my god. Because you're a man who might one day save the world. Oh my god. In Egghead Island, Saturn ordered Vegapunk to put an additional self-destruction switch on Kuma just in case. Vegapunk tried to negotiate other methods that will allow Kuma to retain his consciousness, but Saturn insisted Kuma's mind must be whipped. Oh my god. Saturn says, I'm also a scientist. Yeah, I think that was his name, right? It's useless that you try to lie to me, Vegapunk. Oh my god, okay. On the last day of his normal life, just before the Summit War of Marineford, Kuma and Vegapunk said goodbye to each other. Vegapunk programmed Kuma to go fight Whitebeard pirates in the war. But Kuma asked Vegapunk to program him to protect Thousand Sunny too. Interesting. Kuma says, I would love to see the Straw Hats' growth, but since I can't do it, at least I won't protect their home. Oh my god. Vegapunk says, Kuma, why do you have so much faith in Luffy? Kuma says, I know Nika's just a legend, but I promised Boney that one day a warrior of liberation will come to free her. Luffy's actions moved me. I think he's a man who might end up changing the seas one day. Alright, this sentence doesn't make sense. How would you pick random guy that... Alright, I'm just gonna ignore that. I think I'm gonna talk about it on the review for the whole chapter, okay? So, Kuma gave his memory to Vegapunk as he promised. Kuma's memory is like a copy of original one, so Kuma doesn't forget anything by pulling it out with his powers. Also, the memory will disappear when someone touches it. The memory... What? Okay. So Vegapunk developed... Wait, when someone touched it? Wait, Jory Bunny touched it, didn't she? Oh, wait, okay. So Vegapunk developed a system to observe and study it without touching the memory sphere itself. So, did Boney... Okay. As Kuma pulled out his memories, we see Kuma's entire life flashing before him and all faces of people he loved. His dad, his mom, Ivankov, Jenny, Bonnie, ... I think there's still, we can say Dragon. Who else? I don't know. We can say Dragon, Coney, the old lady from the island. I think those people, right? Okay, then, in a very emotional scene, we see Vegapunk pulling a machine's lever in tears. The machine started to erase Kuma consciousness. There were rays of light shining on Egghead Island, just like in Kuma's church when he took damage from people. All scientists, yeah, the aura, or that light, right? All scientists and Sentomaru were praying, saluting together. Oh, Kuma, you got my salute. In the final page of the chapter, flashback ends and we cut to Niku room. In Egghead Island, the sphere with Kuma's memory is gone. And Boney is crying on the floor. Oh my god. Chapter ends with Kuma's final words that he asked Vegapunk to tell Boney. Kuma, happy 10th birthday, Boney. End of the chapter, break next week. No Shonen Jump for Christmas holidays, but maybe next chapter will appear soon. Yeah, like I said, it was supposed to be the beginning of the New Year's, but I think it will be leaked, like, I think late December or something like that. So, oh my god, that was technically the chapter. That was the summary of the chapter. What do you think of it, guys? I think I loved it. Look, I got my own problems. Like, to be honest, I got my own problems with the flashback. Not the flashback itself. The flashback is amazing, but I think it didn't. What was it? When did it start? It started with 1094, right? And we're in 1102. So it's like 8 chapters. And Odin's flashback, the longest flashback in One Piece history, was like 13 chapters, right? So technically, Kuma's flashback is 8 chapters. That's just insane. And in Odin's flashback, it wasn't just about Odin. We saw Kaido and Orochi. We saw the journey of Whitebeard. We've seen the journey of Roger and becoming the Pirates King, and going to Laugh Tale. Oh god, we saw the fight, or we've seen a clash between Roger and Whitebeard. All of that happened in one flashback. So that makes sense for the flashback to be 13 chapters. Although there are some of the moments that were like told and they rubbed it, like, to be honest, okay. But yeah, 8 chapters for a flashback. I mean, yeah, Kuma is one of the main characters. I mean, look, I feel something that remember when Oda Sensei said at the beginning of One Piece, he said that I was supposed to finish the story in 5 years, and now it's been like 27 years on the manga, right? I think why? Because look, everything that was supposed to happen at the beginning and at the end of this story was written perfectly by Oda Sensei. But anything in the middle, we can say stalling, we can say was milking, we can say anything. I mean, it's not Oda's fault. Every writer can do that. I mean, I loved it, okay? But so that's why every character, let's say until Thriller Park or something like that, it was important and it was written perfectly. Okay, so that's why Kuma's story was written from the beginning of One Piece, and I can assure you that, okay? We can say some of the stuff that happened in between, yeah, or Sensei added it up, but like Kuma's flashback and everything, Kuma's story was written perfectly before even Oda Sensei finishes his story, to be honest. So yeah, that's why, yeah, I get it, but 8 chapters for a flashback, that's damn long flashback, okay? But I think that's over. I think the flashback is over. I think we're back at the Egghead Island, and I think we're back, and I finally want to see some actions, okay? I want to see what's gonna happen with Saturn. I want to see what's gonna happen with Bonnie, because wait, I mean, when we got back from the flashback, we saw Bonnie in Kuma's memory, but I don't know. The last time we left the Egghead Island, the Egghead Arc, or the Egghead Island, it was Saturn holding or grabbing Bonnie, right? I think he was choking her or something like that. So I don't know what's gonna happen in the upcoming chapter. Drop your thoughts, comment down below what you think of this chapter, and what do you think that's gonna happen in the upcoming chapter. And I guess thank you guys. Get out of here.